Jules was diagnosed with MS 15 years ago, and I've had the privilege of watching her development and build resilience through this time. Jules showcases the power of how determination, combined with daily wellness tools from Avra, has completely changed her life. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So, you've overcome incredible challenges and found strength through movement when medicine has said otherwise. What helped you discover your why and keep going?
When I was diagnosed, that time ago, I was told very much to sit down and relax and, not push myself too hard. And I was always in the gym and I was running and things, and I knew I had to find something to keep myself going. And whatever it was going to be, I knew it would be a change. It was going to be different to what I was doing. But I couldn't just sit down, and I couldn't. And however much they told me to rest, I just felt that for every reason, for mentally, physically, I had to find an alternative which would keep me going physically and mentally. And it was really them sort of telling me not to that made me then, do you see what I mean? Sort of reverse. And because I was always doing it anyway, I was determined to find something.
Incredible. Was there a moment where you think that movement was giving you back a sense of sort of freedom and control that you didn't think you'd ever have again?
I think it's hard to pick on one particular moment. I think there are lots of moments, because when you're diagnosed with something like MS, the fear is so extreme, and I was so scared I wouldn't be able to run. I wouldn't be able to run with grandchildren or with my family or do things with them. And I think rather than one particular thing, I think there were lots of steps in what I was doing in my exercise program. So, for example, say with you, what I've noticed is where I started, I was you built me up so much. So the steps have been incremental in, what I've been doing. So, in the years I've been with you, I see such a change in myself. And I couldn't have done what I'm doing without that. And the confidence it's given me in my life, as well as in my exercise and in every way about myself. So I think it's been a baby steps with your program and other things I'm doing, but you've been so good with me and your whole program in encouraging me along the way. So thank you.
Took me 2 questions. So has movement shaped the way that you see yourself now as compared to when you got your diagnosis? Like how do you feel about yourself now that you've had this journey of movement and taking care of yourself and wellness habits?
I think it's given me a huge amount of confidence because the strength, when I look at the weights I'm lifting now, I couldn't do that without my MS, which sounds odd. And it's the confidence in myself, and it's the confidence in all, your everyday life, because you do stand tall, you do stand straight, and you're not feeling the disabled one. And I know I'm not saying that's wrong or whether I can say that or not, but the minute you're diagnosed with something like this, you feel you've got a label. And I hate having a label, and I hate people. It's the classic, how are you? And I hate that. I'm fine.
Me too.
And they say, gosh, you'd never know you had MS. Well, I don't quite know what they want me to be doing. Crawling on the floor or not being able to, I'm proving with what I'm doing that the fitter you are, the better you are. You can overcome or try and overcome these things, but do it in the best way possible.
And so, through, yeah.
Yeah, and but the continuity, every day, it's not easy. There are days when I really find it hard, but the determination, and I know, what's the saying, when do you ever regret doing a workout? Do you regret not doing it? And that day at the weekend when I wasn't having you, and I was looking after my granddaughter, and while she was having a sleep, I put on Georgie on my phone, and I rolled out the mat in the kitchen, and I knew I had an hour before she woke up. I got you on there, and I knew I would then feel better for having done it.
Yeah, and actually to say, we know when we do certain exercises that and everyone does this, whatever person you are, whatever you're struggling with, and you're like, I can't do that, and we do it, and it's the mental win more than the physical win.
There are 2 horrible ones I hate from you. One is getting off the chair, the one.
It's much harder than what she's just explained to us.
It's really, really hard. And she just looks at me. You look at me and you just go,
well, just do
it's
it.
That one. And it's like, I know which one's coming. I know she's going to do it. And I hate it. But when I've done it.
Yeah.
And it's so... And then the other one is going down, you know, on the press up one going down.
Yeah.
And and then it's so exciting and the achievement when you've done that.
Yeah.
It's great.
Simple wins.
Yeah.
And it's really important to celebrate simple wins.
Absolutely.
We go nuts
We do.
to a bit
We
of
go
Shania
nuts.
Twain, usually. And I wanted to say, and I know this, I understand this from my own point of view, MS is seen as a physical illness, a physical disease, but not a lot of people think about the mental toll that it has on you, all the shock, all the trauma, all the stress that can bring. How do you overcome that? Obviously, movement's a massive part of your life,
Yeah.
but if you've had some bad news, how do you get through that?
Well, I mean, I would, yes, I mean, as you say, people, they don't seem to think of it as being, I mean, I would say it's just as equal mentally, if not more mentally than physically, certainly for me. And people seem to forget the depression and the loneliness, real loneliness in it, because no one can understand quite what you're going through. And because you look fine or whatever, it's really, really difficult. And joking apart, you know, the movement, the exercise, it so helps you. And, you know, it just, be it the endorphins, be it and again, what we were just saying, if you push yourself and you achieve something you didn't achieve last week, or you did 2 more, or you did something better, mentally, it helps you cope with the day. And, you know, and I'm not going to deny, there are some really dark times. And I call them my kicking tree moments, when I will walk and I'm just, you know, this mad woman in Fulham going around. But the movement is a 90% tonic that gets you through all that.
And you're the epitome of small, doable daily wellness habits that create a massive effect in your life, right? So you're not saying that you go and spend hundreds of pounds on, you know, a workout system, or you go and do this treatment, that treatment. You do simple, daily, stackable habits every day that equate to this amazing change.
My routine is terrifying. Break my routine. I think, oh my goodness, what am I doing? So yeah, I have to have that routine, because, you know, that kind of sets me up for the day. And then I know once I've done my exercise, movement, whatever you want to call it, routine, then I can deal with the day.
Yeah.
And if it means getting up at 6 a.m, which is fine, if it means I have to do it in the morning. I cannot mentally do it in the evening.
It sets you up for a good day, right?
Yeah, and I like to get it done, and I like to get set up.
Yeah. Well, I am honoured to know you.
Well, I'm very grateful and honoured to have you as my trainer for the last 8 or 9 years.
I know, crazy.
You have been
but
amazing.
You are
Thank you.
the biggest inspiration ever.
Well, you've been the greatest support, and the whole thing you do, and the recipes. My husband loves the protein balls I make. Have to make them all the time for him.
Looking at so.
So-
But honestly, you're incredible. You defy the odds, and people should take a little sprinkling of your resilience, attitude, your positivity towards life and towards getting back up. I'm going to cry. Getting back up again is honestly something that I've never seen before. So
Well,
thank you. You set me off.
Was that okay?
Lovely. That was absolutely perfect.
Very good.
Really real.
Well, it's true.
You're just so amazing. Like, I just don't want to embarrass you, but you're amazing.
You don't embarrass me. Oh, darling girl, it's all true, because look, I couldn't be where I am without you. No,
Not human.
Look what you've done for me.
You're not human.
I am.
You're not.
I am.
You're not human.
I'm like a robot. You can plug me in.
You're incredible. Thank you for that.